We've been having conversation about brokenness lately, and it
Lot.
looks like it's a deep thing, like a lot of people being broken in our society, and it leads to a lot like drug abuse. People are losing self-esteem. So, what's your take on brokenness as a lady and stuff?
Um, brokenness is deep. It comes with a lot of things. Some of us don't identify the type of brokenness we have, right?
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah, and others. That's why you find that a lot of teenagers are talking about mental stress and whatnot. That's brokenness. We fail to address those issues. For me, brokenness is, I can't even describe it.
so
I have been there. I have been there, but
yeah,
that moment where your family doesn't know that you're going through brokenness and certain traumas, you have to heal on yourself or process it or just lay it before God and cry over it. And then once you realize, you're like, oh, okay. And then the moments where you find your
yeah,
friends, true friends, and then
yeah,
you're
yeah.
having conversations,
And then-
you're telling them about a certain story, and then sometimes it's your story.
Mm.
And when you hear right people advise you, you'll be like, I didn't think of that.
Mm.
I didn't think I would heal like that.
Yeah, yeah.
And maybe when you're talking about it, that's how we heal from our brokenness, because keeping it is what makes us think about suicide. That's what makes people think about. We try to heal in different
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
ways. We engage ourselves in prostitution, we engage ourselves in being loose. People that will become loose because of brokenness.
For real.
Yes, like there are also people that will become uh, drug addicts,
Oh,
alcohol takers. Like
yeah.
you don't know why a person drinks every day. They don't talk about it, but they are broken.
And then
It's very deep. Like brokenness is wild. It's wild. So I try not to laugh at people that are broken. It's something that's very serious in our generation. The problem that we have with our parents, when we talk about brokenness, they'll be like, "What are you talking about?
yeah, like in Africa, you're not depressed.
You can't be,
What's
you can't be
depressed
depressed.
in Africa?
No, I don't feel like it. What do you mean you don't feel like it? Do you pay bills? Do you
Yeah.
are you don't have the right to be broken?" But this is something that we need to address, because this generation is a broken generation. It's a very broken generation, and we need to learn to address these things in our lives. We need to learn to address these things in our homes. We need to learn to address these things even in our friendships. Sometimes it's not even our homes. Sometimes it's just in our friendship groups. Sometimes it's in our churches. If we have the right people to talk
to.
about
Yeah.
our brokenness, it's going to have a better generation. It's going to build better people. So that's my take on brokenness.
Yeah, I think as for a man, brokenness is just destroys the self-esteem.
Yes.
Even when it comes to ladies, like you cannot even approach a lady with that type of confidence because
You're
they are
broken.
broken.
Yeah,
But there's the other side of things where you become toxic.
true.
Yeah, that's why a lot of men will be like, no, I can't. There's this belief that men have these days
Okay.
that if you put a woman on a pedestal, like you
Mhm.
treat a woman right,
Yeah.
you're on a risk of being heartbroken.
Thank
Like
you.
most of the percentage, and a lot of women will be asking like, why do men cheat a lot? I'm like, so I ask question because I'm a student of life, right?
Yeah.
So I'm like, okay, I'm not a cheat. I can't say I'm a good guy, and I can't say I'm a bad guy. I'm one of those people. But the reason why a lot of men cheat because one, they're insecure due to brokenness.
And traumas.
Yeah, yeah.
Me and
traumas.
you have talked about a lot of traumas. Why men cheat, why women cheat, behind our traumas in this cheating.
Yeah.
Why? Because maybe my parents, I saw my father cheat.
Yeah.
I saw my mother cheat. Especially when a father figure is cheating and is making it seem like it's right. And then our parents, this parents of ours would make it seem as if, okay,
Everything is okay.
everything is okay.
Yeah,
When he
forgiving.
cheats, he comes back home, he's drunk, he
Yeah.
tells your mom, Your mom is all cool about it, but she doesn't talk to you about it to say this is wrong.
Yeah.
I'm not looking forward for you to get into a wrong relationship like this one. If parents had to address such issues going in our homes, wouldn't think it's right. But for me, I believe when you are going through a house like that,
Yeah.
and you see your parents are barring it, seeing your parents are barring it, it's a trauma that has been built, and it's been told to say it's okay.
Oh. And you normalize it. Like,
Yes,
even when you get into another
yes,
relationship where you're being beaten, it's like,
yes,
oh, my mom used to get knocked the hell out, so I'm good.
I'm good. And then if you go in the right relationship where they're not knocking you out, you'll be like, this relationship is boring.
Yeah.
It's
Slap
very
me, please. Stop being too good. Yeah.
Yes, the girl that I was watching on the podcast there, and she's Nigerian.
Yeah.
She said when she was dating this guy who would get her, beat her over just someone liking her picture, and beat her until she faints, and she thought that was love. So the time she got into a right relationship and got married, right,
Yeah.
the husband will be like upset that he won't beat her,
Yeah.
and then she'll be like, just beat me, like do something next, trouble me.
Yeah.
But,
You're used.
and then the man is just like, wait, what?
Are we okay here?
We are not okay. So that's very common. And it's sad that we don't talk about it. It's sad that we don't approach these things. It's sad that we only come to realize it that I've been traumatized when you get into something, right?
Yeah.
And when that's something, right, if that patient that is right for you is not patient with you,
Yeah.
you find that like, okay, I missed that. That
Yeah,
was
you
right.
lose the person
Yes,
then.
because you think your traumas are the right thing, and we are not learning. Like we need to learn. We need to be patient with ourselves. But traumas are real. Like traumas are real.
Yeah, I think that's with us with men. Like, I think in our generation, people will be like, I need a man with money. Like you people will be like, I need a man who's all that.
I need a man who's me.
Yeah, he's handsome. He's 6 feet tall. What else? Yeah, 6 pack, 10, 11.
He's making a 7
Yeah.
figure.
Hey,
But you
yeah.
know, Terry, this is getting us in trouble.
For real.
Yeah.
Ah.
It's getting us in trouble because we want a whole made up man. This is what pushing men to do juju. Do you know that men are doing muti right now?
Juju. Last, are you gay?
Guys, people are selling
Because
that.
wait. The only people I know who do your stuff are you. People
No.
you put in your lotions and all those crazy things.
Let's get updated. Men will sleep with you for juju. Men will use your underwear for juju. Men would sleep with different women in a week or something for juju. Like, it's wild. Like, it's wild. It's very wild. And
Okay.
it's something that we women have pressurized you men to make money. If you don't have that money,
You ain't nothing.
you earn nothing. But for me, I believe it's once a man, the Bible is very clear.
Yeah.
In Habakkuk 2, he says, write your vision,
And make it plain.
make it plain. So when you have a vision, make it plain
Yeah.
as a man, and you are following the steps. As long as it's written and presented by God, definitely with time you succeed.
Yeah, it shall come to
But
pass.
if we're going to rush to make a 7-8 figure without knowing where your source is coming from, then there's a problem.
Yeah, it's questionable.
Yes, because what are you using?
Yeah,
That's when we start thinking this guy is using juju.
And there's a story you gave me about like a wife. She's always having miscarriages and stuff.
Get reading. Like, get this relationship reading posts. And then I was reading this woman that got married to a man that was spoiling her and whatnot,
Money.
and money and what and everything, and they got married. It was bed of roses and whatnot.
Yeah.
And then for some reason, after years, you start struggling with your babies, right? Trying to find the fruit of the womb. And then you learn to pray. Because the moments where we get desperate, you say, okay, I never used to pray, but I need to learn to pray.
I need Jesus.
Yes. You get pregnant.
Yeah.
Milk a baby.
Mm-hmm.
They give you that baby. And then your husband is just like, stop praying, I need that child to go.
Yeah, like, okay.
Okay?
What's up?
What do you mean? Like, how? And you realize that actually this lady was told at church that the person that was responsible for her
Is
not is the husband, but
and
she
so it's
didn't
hard to
believe.
believe,
She didn't
Kaka,
believe
yo,
until the
man.
husband told her to say, "You need to stop praying. I need the child." And when she questioned it, she said, "But how do you think I finance your lifestyle?"
Ouch.
So I want a Benz. I want to
Oh,
go
wow,
shopping spree in Dubai.
Louis
I
Vuitton,
want to,
velvet dresses.
yes,
Okay.
yes. So these things are so real. Are so real. Women are so going through pressure. We keep up this face. We've been trained. We are trained at home to smile, even things when are bad. Believe me, if I had not not to go through this thing, but if I had a bad day, I'm just going to be like,
But I think
smile.
I'm really good at noticing when someone is not okay.
Yeah,
It's just
yeah,
yeah.
yeah. Yeah, I think I'm very noticeable, especially to the people that are close to me.
Yeah.
But the people that are just like,
Okay, yeah. In concerning that, whereby you're a woman and you need money, you are pressurizing your husband and stuff. And I think this is why a lot of marriages, from my personal perspective, a lot of marriages and relationships are kind of not working. I'm not really married, but from my perspective, is we have a generation where you tell a man, like, you being a man, you need money. You being a man, you need a car. You being a man, you need a what. But there are also aspects of being a man, like learning how to respect a woman, how to love a woman,
yeah,
how to not cheat.
yeah,
You get ka? And now you find a man with money and everything, but now that man has father issues.
yeah, yeah,
Now
yeah,
you traumatized.
yeah,
You get ka? And you don't even know how to love. So I can give you everything. Because sometimes I question myself, like, a woman will still go cheat after being given everything by the husband.
yeah.
And I'm like, okay, what's really going on here? You said I want all that. Now you've been given all that. Then what the hell are you going to do with the garden boy? So then,
Okay,
yeah,
I get you. Fathers, our generation, we need to work on being present in our children. One thing that we forget, and one thing that I have learned, is having a present that has a different impact in our lives. I've had discussions with people that don't have fathers in their lives,
yeah,
and I have discussions with people that have had fathers in their lives. For men, yes, a woman is going to play that important role. Women don't run away from their children unless
Yeah.
change power.
yeah, shit, that shit.
Yeah.
Ah,
But men, we tend to give birth and then forget. Dude,
yeah, I
yeah,
think,
we understand it was a 5 minutes thingy, but get responsible for it. Like, this is a lifetime thing that you have committed. And then these are gifts. We don't know who's going to come and keep you. And then these children, then we are bringing, and then you throw them out. They're the traumas these are the children that we're having right now. And this is a broken generation because with
junkie,
too many, yes, junk. And some of these junks have their fathers, but they just didn't play the right role. We just didn't have the conversation with our children to say this is right and this is wrong.
yeah,
We tend to want to have that relationship that our parents had with their grandfathers, where they would run away when their parents come, but
yeah.
not knowing that that is what is killing every generation that is coming. When we not have a present dad in our lives, there's just that voice that comes. Me, when my mother talks to me about something, I'll be like, oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
Okay,
And then when your father just says, hey, can you stop that? I'll be like, hey,
hallelujah.
praise the Lord.
Yeah,
And
there's
then,
not that authority that
yeah,
fathers do have.
and then it's just going to put you in the right place. It's just going to put you in the right place. And it's sad that most of most of our generation, it's few to say, I have a relationship like that. It's sad when you hear a man says, body, man. And
Yeah,
we don't
Bali
get,
is a Kembo,
yeah,
man.
like we
And
don't get
I once posted something on Facebook, like, I hate my dad. Then one of my friend, Elisa, said, drop it now.
yeah.
And I realized I was so much deep into
No
pain.
matter who your father is, mad, stupid,
Crazy.
crazy,
Yeah.
is still your
Your
dad.
dad.
One thing I have learned is a parent is a God.
Yeah, like, no matter how down the head is, it should
Yes.
never be lower than the shoulders.
True, because it's something. Even if he's mad, but if he curses me, it's bad.
Yeah.
It's bad.
Yeah, that's the problem. And I think that's one of the things that it was hard for me to grow up, even when it comes to my conversation with God. And
Okay.
I'm like, yo, man, I think I'm having parental issues. I've been wronged by my parents. But when me I screw up, they will curse me. But now look at what I'm going through because of their choices and decisions.
Yeah. Yeah.
Then you know how God helped me. Like their kids I teach at church, right?
Hmm.
They are young, so young, and then you say like, take a look at these kids. How are they like innocent? Do they understand anything that you
No.
teach them? Like, no, because even your parents had a season just like that, and you just have to learn to. For I think we have a generation that has to learn to forgive their parents, and because we all had this perspective like my daddy is a hero, and now you grow up and you see your dad having weaknesses, drinking and
Yeah.
everything, and be like,
Yeah.
why would my dad do this to me? Why would my dad rape me?
Thank you.
You
You
get
you
car.
get. I get you. I get you. There's a season where I had to go through a certain season. Being my parents' only child,
Yeah,
my dad was always my favorite person. Like baby
Superman.
girl, baby girl. Yes, we've maintained the relationship, but there's a point where I thought me and him had a broken relationship because they had their own issues. I can't talk about them. But
Yeah.
they're still married. I'm a child. But the moments where things just get to just like my
Okay.
Superman
What's up?
is doing this.
What's wrong with you, man?
Yeah. And then you tend to have a trauma over it. That's a trauma over it. And then you see your mom be hurt about it and whatnot. If she didn't talk to me about it and I didn't project my feelings about it, I don't think I'll be okay right now. But
Mm,
my mom had to sit me down because she understood that she had one child. So
yeah.
she had to sit me down and say, this happens. This is my decision.
Yeah.
If this goes sour, I'm going to do this. And then I'm getting a perspective of saying, but you have to keep on respecting and loving your dad.
That means you're not
He's your
supposed to.
dad.
When they're fighting,
Yes,
it's none of your
it's not my
business.
business. It's not my business. It also took my uncle in Canada to call mom because mom was like, "How's the Well, yeah, asked to say, how's the relationship with dad and
Oprah.
mom?" And said, she's not really,
Yeah.
yeah, she's not really familiar with him. You can tell it's a bit distant. And he told her, talk to her and tell her I'm still the dad. So if he didn't play that role
Yeah.
of reminding her that I'm still,
Yeah. The
yeah,
whole time.
I would have daddy issues. I'll be like, okay, yes, it's my dad, but dude. So he had to address that.
So how do daddy issues affect you, women, like in general?
It's bad. We try to,
Like you get into a relationship. Okay, on a relationship perspective.
it's
Yeah.
bad.
How?
We become vulnerable. We are going
Desperate.
to be desperate for that father
Obsessive.
figure to be filled in. This is bad.
Sugar
And then
daddies now.
yes, there'll be a lot. I will project myself on sleeping with any sugar daddy that comes my way as long as it's offering the father love and giving me money because I'm going to think, okay, this is the life. It's not. It's sometimes. Yes, others are making it out of money, but let's look at it on a deeper side. Sometimes it's traumas.
Yeah, and people are, I'm
Most
sure.
of them.
Yeah, I think the problem with it, someone will say, "I'm just making money," but I think awareness and knowledge of knowing that I'm broken really helps out because
Yeah.
people don't know that they're broken.
No, they don't.
So they'll be like, "This is me. What
Yeah.
the hell are you telling me?" Yeah.
No,
So
this is no. I'm used. I'm used. No. I'm just trying to make some money. I
no,
love
you're
money.
broken,
No,
baby.
baby, you need to address your traumas.
You.
Yes, the
Yeah.
brokenness is serious. It's very serious in
Serious.
our generation. It's very serious. If we had to start analyzing every person on how broken they are, would be like, yo,
Okay, especially those people who got money, and I think that's with money. There's a certain time in my life where you have money and stuff. God blesses and stuff.
yeah,
Then I was like, I like you hit the lottery and you'll be
yeah.
like thinking I'll be okay. Then you get money and you feel empty.
Emptiness is there.
And because we think, especially when you're coming from a poor background, when I get the money, I'll heal, I'll be alright. But it doesn't work in that way.
No. You need to address your traumas,
Yeah, before you talk.
your childhood traumas. everything is, you're going to start removing yourself from the crowd. Just know that there's something going on. I'll have all the money. I'll have all the money. You have all the money. But if you've not addressed your
Feel like an
childhood
abused young
traumas,
kid. Yeah.
yeah, they will still come back to you. Have you ever slept? And then someone shouted at you in the afternoon and never slept, and then you feel like someone is shouting at you in a dream, and you're like,
Yeah. Like,
that's a
nice.
trauma. A childhood. That's how childhood trauma comes. It will keep on reminding you, Terry, you're not enough. Terry, you're not enough. Terry, you're not enough. And then you have this money.
I know, like you always have that energy to just say, I
Yeah,
could do this, I'm gonna achieve
yeah,
this.
yeah.
Yeah, but at the
And
end of it, you get it and you're like, what the hell am I going through now? And you're an adult, but now you're crying. And you're like, you just feel worthless. And
but
I'm
we
like,
paint
God,
a
what's
very
up?
wrong picture in front of everyone.
Like success is everything, which is not.
No, it's not. It's not. I'm not saying success is wrong, no.
You need
We
the
need the
bag.
money. We need the money.
Yeah, we need that. Especially when you want to,
We
you
need
need
the
the
money, and
bags.
we need to travel, but even the peace of mind is very important. I
Yeah,
always say your mental health comes first. If you come to me and ask for advice and I feel you're dragging, I'll tell you work on your mental health first.
yeah,
Like your mental health comes first before you make any decision. If something is hurting you, if you're in a toxic relationship, if you're just in a surrounding where it's not right for you, I'll
yeah.
tell you your mental health comes first. Leave. People kill themselves. People are dying, Terry.
And what's with this thing of you knowing that I'm in a broken relationship or I'm in a toxic relationship where I'm being abused, but the lady will stick to that relationship?
Because I'm dating some guy that everyone likes.
What the heck?
Okay, maybe he's handsome and cool.
So you choose
Trying
your
to keep up with the life. Or keeping up with social media. Social media has killed a lot of people.
wait, it doesn't make sense.
It does make
And
sense
especially
for
this thing
people.
of a lot of ladies like they prefer toxic guys over good because they say
You think
good are
you're boring?
How? We are not boring, yo.
No. A good guy is always going to be looked at as if they're boring. But this is what we're talking about. Traumas. He's doing the right things. I'm used to be told, I'll call you. I call you. And then he tells me, I told you I'll call you.
Yeah.
Eh?
Uh-huh.
And then I have to wait. I have to be a side piece. And then there's that moment where I will call him. And then he's going to say, but I said, I'll call you. I'm busy, I'm with my friends.
Yeah.
And then I get to date this nice guy. Babe, you said you call me. He says, no, I'm sorry. I was held up. I'm sorry, baby. Something came up, blah, blah, blah. But okay, let me call you back just
No
right
opportunity
now.
to argue.
No
opportunity.
Yes. No time to fire back. And then you're just like, oh, this is a wrong relationship. But it's not a wrong relationship, right?
So you guys like peace is boring.
Not really.
Like okay, no, like
People that have
quarreling is a vibe.
Not quarreling is a vibe. When you've been in a traumatized relationship, you think quarreling is a vibe
Oh,
because you've got used to being familiar. This, I think, is it true? Or someone that we had a conversation with, he said, there are certain people we attract the same people, and then you start getting to talk to them, and it's like, I just clicked to that guy.
oh yeah, it's me. Like I remember that post. Yeah,
Yes.
it's not that you click. It's a pattern
Yes.
of like you imaginate that same person.
Thank you.
So you end up attracting the same person in a different body.
Yeah.
Yeah, because you are used to that same personality. Yeah, I think now. Yeah, this makes sense.
It makes sense, eh?
A lot.
Because a right person is just going to be like, he's communicating. No, baby, I've gone for work. No, baby, I knocked off late. No, baby, I knocked off late. And then there's just someone who's going to tell you, I'll call you. I'm busy.
Playing hard to get.
Yeah.
Ouch.
And then, why should we chase? The Bible says, I'm supposed to be pursued. I'm supposed to be pursued. I'm a baby. When I'm pursued right, I'll love you right.
Yeah, not being chased away. That's when I love you right. It's the opposite.
when I'm pursued right, I will love you right. The Bible says a woman will submit. Submission comes with being loved right. It's not being loved wrong.
Yeah, like husband love your wives. And yeah, okay,
Yeah.
yeah.
And then women, we tend to, we saw because mom was being beaten, and
So
someone
even when I
comes, yeah, so when I'm in a wrong relationship, because dad used to answer my mom, "Iwe, ulichukua." And then if my boyfriend hasn't called me, I've grown
on
up, I've seen that.
yeah,
That's a pattern that I this is
kuko
why,
safi.
yeah,
That's why GBV levels are high,
they're
right?
very high.
Because you are used. It's like now it's a family pattern in a generational case
Yes,
where you're
it's
like,
a generational
my
case.
mom was strong, my mom was all that. Then
Yeah,
wow.
yeah. So that's that. So we need to address this trauma